So now let's look at an example where we can practice writing an equation and then converting it to all four forms. The example we're going to look at is a parabola that has x-intercepts of 4, 0, and negative 2, 0, going through the point 0, 2. Looking at this information that we're given, I think it would be best to use x-intercept form. That's y is equal to a, and then we have x minus x1, x minus x2. So the first thing we have to do is plug in our known variables. We have y is equal to a, and then x minus 4, x plus 2. I plugged in both x-intercepts for x1 and x2. The next thing, if you remember from Friday when solving for a, is to plug in the other point we haven't used yet, so 0, 2, for x and y. So if we plug that in, we're going to plug in 2 for y is equal to a, and then we have parentheses, 0 minus 4, and then in our other set of parentheses we're going to have 0 plus 2. If we simplify, we get 2 is equal to a, 0 minus 4 is negative 4, 0 plus 2 would be just 2, so we get 2 is equal to negative 8a. So the final step would be to divide both sides by negative 8. 2 divided by negative 8 is the same thing as negative 1/4. So that means that a is negative 1/4. So we started with x-intercept form, which means when we plug this back in for x-intercept form, it's going to look like this. We're going to have y is equal to negative 1/4, and then parentheses, x minus 4 times x plus 2. Good. Now we're back to where we were in the example above for converting between quadratic forms. We first need to convert that negative 1/4 into the parentheses. Remember, it doesn't matter which one you do it to as long as you only do it once. When we do this, we're going to get factored form. I'm going to just factor it right into the one right next to it, the x minus 4 one. So I'm going to end up getting negative 1/4 x plus 1, and then this one stays the same, times x plus 2. To do standard form, I would do the area model. Let's see, I can just do it down here quickly. So I have negative 1/4 x, positive 1, and then I have an x and a 2. So here I have negative 1/4 x squared. 2 times negative 1/4 x is going to be a negative 1/2 x. X times 1 is just x, and then 1 times 2 is 2. So I'm going to get y is equal to negative 1/4 x squared. X and then minus half an x is the same thing as a positive 1/2 x plus 2. Then we have to figure out the vertex so we can put it into vertex form. Remember, to find the vertex, the x-coordinate of the vertex is negative b over 2a when it was written in standard form. Negative b is the same thing as negative 1/2 divided by 2 times negative 1/4, because a is negative 1/4. Well, if we simplify, we get negative 1/2 divided by negative 1/2, which, since it's the same thing on both the numerator and the denominator, that just becomes 1. So the x-coordinate of the vertex is positive 1. Plugging that back in to any of the forms, we can get the y-coordinate of the vertex. let's just do the first one again, x-intercept form. So we get y is equal to negative 1/4 times 1 minus 4, and then 1 plus 2. Y is equal to negative 1/4, and then we're going to get a negative 3 and a positive 3. So we're going to get negative times a negative times a positive is a positive, 9/4. If we plug this in to our vertex form, we get y is equal to stretch factor, which is negative 1/4, x minus the x-coordinate of the vertex squared plus the y-coordinate of the vertex. So it'd be negative 1/4 x minus 1 squared plus 9/4.